Another day of wet and windy weather across the UK, and the outlook remains unsettled. I'll have all the details with us and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Tell me there's rumours of a hurricane on the way.
Don't do a Michael Fish.
We're at that time in the hurricane season where things are really ramping up. And actually, it was over the weekend, it was Hurricane Lee that slammed into Nova Scotia and it left hundreds of thousands of people without power. It is now zipping across the Atlantic and it has its sights set on us. So this huge arc of cloud here are the remnants of ex-Hurricane Lee. Now that it moves into cooler waters, it becomes extra tropical. Hurricanes are warm cause storms. And this is going to be picked up by a really powerful jet stream, zip across the Atlantic today and bring us wet and windy conditions as we head through the day today. So warnings for heavy rain later on today for parts of Northern Ireland and parts of Wales. Here's the all-important details. So then, if you are wondering where today's wet and windy weather comes from, it is down to the remnants of this ex-hurricane moving across the Atlantic, and it brings with it windy conditions, but it also churns up some milder air, so temperatures will climb, particularly as we head through tonight. But here's how it looks right now. A precursor to this rainfall, this is before the actual storm arrives. A cloudy start to the day, a wet start to the day, and this rain is already heavy through northwestern parts of England and across North Wales. And it's really Northern Ireland, southern Scotland, Northern England, North Wales, a central slice that has these cloudy, wet conditions all day long. To the north of it, something a little cooler, sunny spells and showers for north of Scotland and Northern Isles, 12 to 15. In the south, it's sunny spells and a few showers, not as warm as yesterday, highs around about 20. But it's through this evening, those winds start to pick up from a southerly direction, 30, 40 miles an hour gusts, bringing this warm, humid air in. And tonight is set to be thoroughly wet and windy as this whole band of cloud and rain sweeps right across the country. Good morning to you. Now, the Atlantic hurricane season has been ramping up lately, and across the other side of the Atlantic, we have Hurricane Lee. Now, it's this huge area of cloud that is heading towards the UK, and it will bring with it some very wet and windy weather overnight tonight. By the time it gets to us, it won't be a hurricane anymore. They're warm core storms, and it's moving over to cooler waters, but it will draw up warm air, and it will bring with it a lot of rain for northwestern parts of England and across Wales. So wet and windy, the name of the game, but there actually would be some sunshine around as well. Here's the precursor to this, a band of rain ahead of that. So already wet through southern Scotland, parts of Northern Ireland, northern areas of England and Wales. And now that rain has set in, there is a warning enforced for these northwestern areas until 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, up to 200 millimetres of rain. And that brings the risk of localised flooding. Northern areas, north of Scotland, Northern Isles, sunny spells and a few showers, but cool here. To the south of that, sunny spells and a few showers and cooler than yesterday, but blustery winds around these coasts. 40-mile-an-hour gusts of wind, so feeling disappointingly cool. And actually things as we head through the next 7 days stay unsettled. So low pressures continue to bring weather systems across the Atlantic. As we head through the weekend, we bring yet the remnants of another hurricane across our shores, bringing with it warmer air, humidity, and the risk of more wet and windy weather. First of all, our temperature-wise sitting around average, but percentage chance of rainfall, heavy rain across the north today. Is hit and miss showers as we head towards the end of the week. Saturday, a bit of a breather before we see wet weather return on Sunday. Fortunes further south for England and Wales for the next 7 days. Again, first of all, looking at our temperatures. Now, they're sitting around about average, perhaps turning a little bit milder as we head through to next week. Percentage chance of rainfall, well, we have this band of rain moving through today, and tomorrow it stays pretty wet as we head through the rest of the week. Again, Saturday is your banker for a good day to be outdoors. Sunday looks like that wet and windy weather looks set to return.